Welcome to File 13. Get your tinfoil hat out. Let's open a file. Ted, what's today's file?
Today's file has to do with Atlantis, Ryan.
Ooh, Atlantis. I'm intrigued.
You've heard all the cool stories about Atlantis, right? It
Oh,
was an
yeah.
island, it went down, a global catastrophe. But what if I could change your mind?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard it before where they've said it's in the Mediterranean. They've said some people have said it's where the Bermuda Triangle is. Some people said it's off the coast of Japan. But I mean, people have said it's all over the world.
What if by the end of this file I can physically show you a picture of it?
Okay. I'm down.
Okay, so let's start back in 43 AD. There was a map maker for Rome. His name was Pomponius Mele, whatever.
You
Apparently he
said it better
was
than me.
right. Apparently he was the man, right? He made all the maps for Rome. I mean, this is not like some guy that just did it out of his basement or whatever. This
Right.
was an actual guy.
Okay.
Okay. So he made this map. On this map in 43 AD, there is okay, so this is Africa, and the map is east and west, not north and south. Okay.
Okay.
So this is Europe, this is Asia, this is Africa. Down here in the corner of Africa, on this map, there is this
Atlantia.
Atlantia. Okay, so let me give you a little bit more history of this whole thing here. Okay, so in modern times, this is where that's depicted. This is how it's faced. Okay, so Africa's here,
France,
Europe,
Europe, yeah.
Asia, blah blah blah. So
Iraq,
it's so it's over
Mediterranean Sea. Yeah, okay.
right. So it's over here is where that map has depicted Atlantia, right?
Okay.
Okay, so it's in a country called Mauritania. And
Okay.
Mauritania's first king was, drumroll please, Atlas.
Okay.
Guess who Atlantis' first king was?
Who's that?
Supposedly Atlas.
Well, look at there.
I know, right?
Writing this down.
So also, it's depicted as the same type of person holding the globe, Atlas, king of Mauritania.
Wow.
You with me?
Yep, I'm here.
Let's scroll to Plato. Atlantis was an island, but he didn't really describe it as an island. He described Atlantis as the capital city was an island, right?
Sure.
Okay, it was surrounded by two. It had an inner ring and surrounded by two larger rings of earth, and had water running through it. And you could literally drive your boat from the ocean through the
Into it.
Pillars of Hercules all the way up to it.
Oh, wow.
Atlantis also had different cities that was connected to this um,
Canal.
causeway to the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, canal to the ocean. So it had to be a pretty long causeway, right?
Right. Like
Right on.
really long.
Right. So Plato also said that there were animals like he'd never seen, elephants in the desert, and blah blah blah.
Could you
He
think
said,
about that for a minute? Like, what filled that up? Was it the ocean that filled that up? Was that water salt water? If that's how it really was, like that's crazy for me to just even think about it. Or was it fresh water
right? No, I think it was salt water. Okay, because you had a direct gate from the
the,
ocean to Atlantis.
to the boat? Yeah, I mean,
Right on.
everything kind of dumps into the ocean anyway. But how did they get it to flow back up into? I don't know. You keep going. I'm gonna ask too many questions.
No, it's fine. Okay, so this is a cave drawing from Mauritania in the middle of the desert. There's no ocean. There's no elephants walking around and all that stuff. But this is an actual cave drawing from a cave in Mauritania.
Yeah, and I see Bigfoot. Okay.
Elephants, all kinds of stuff. And what are these? They look like tridents
I was
from
gonna say,
Poseidon.
yep. I was gonna say tridents and
Okay,
Bigfoot. Look, there's Bigfoot right there.
big foot. Okay, so there's lots of stuff. Okay, so
I saw a dinosaur on one of those things.
yeah, right. Yeah, we can get to that in another file.
Okay.
So Plato says that Atlantis was destroyed by the ocean, swallowed up by the ocean, right? He
Okay.
didn't say that it was in the ocean and it sank. He just said it was swallowed up by the ocean.
Okay. Yeah. Like a
Okay.
tsunami or something.
Okay. We're going to take a little Google Earth trip here, real quick. Let me get rid of these two things. Okay. So this is Mauritania.
Yep.
Okay. So if you look real close, there's some substrates here that show water erosion all the way across Africa. You see them?
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Right? These aren't sand dunes. These are physical rock formations, and they run in this general area and run off the
Into
side of
the
the continent
yeah,
right here.
into the water. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. I see it.
So they're actually taking a look at these right now, and I think it's something like 12,000 years old is what they've got. They've also found some cool um, ancient structures here, ruins from previous civilizations that they're unearthing in Algeria and Libya.
Wow.
Okay, which is cool, right?
Yeah. Very.
Um, Another interesting fact is this whole area right here, what they think fell off in the ocean at the same exact time,
Yeah. And that's where all the water was going.
right? So everything's green around this thing except for this part right here. Guess
Right.
what? Guess what will kill wildlife faster than anything in the world?
Salt water.
Salt water. Okay, so
Happy.
Plato says that Atlantis was swallowed up by the ocean, right? So I've
Yeah.
showed you the ocean. I've shown you about where Atlantis was, all that stuff, right?
Right.
This should trip you smooth out. This is Google Earth. So this is a true satellite keyhole satellite view of the Earth
Mm-hmm.
right now, today, not yesterday, not 10,000 years ago, right now. What the hell is that?
Fucking Atlantis. Look at it, dude. I mean, it
Okay,
looks like an eye. It also kind of looks like it could be a crater of some sort.
right? Okay, so there's a center ring
Yep.
surrounded by two other rings,
Yeah.
surrounded by water, or surrounded by nothingness at this time.
Right.
But if you take a real close look, you know what all this white stuff is right here?
Uh, what
Salt
salt?
deposits. Yes.
Wow.
So at one time there was salt here. So what if, just throwing this out there, something happened over here and all the water ran across here? And if Atlantis was here, Atlantis is gone off in the ocean
Yeah,
and everything along with it.
dude. Yeah, I'm 100% with you. Like that's
Okay,
crazy. Now, where's the? Well, actually, no. I guess you. It's covered in sand and stuff. I was gonna say, where's the canal that goes all the way back up into? But you can't
right?
tell.
Well, no, but you can see that everything down through here was or
Oh
a
my
little bit
gosh.
lower at one point in time.
Yeah.
Also, all these little cities that go between here and Atlantis, or I'm sorry, this structure that's out here
Mm-hmm.
are all pointing straight at the ocean, right?
Right.
So there's also mountains, and Plato said there was giant mountains to the north of Atlantis. And I know this is Google Earth, but if you actually had a 3D image of this, these are pretty high freaking mountains.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
just to the north of there are these mountains. Guess what these mountains are called?
What?
The Atlas Mountains.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. So
Wow,
this is
dude.
called the rechat structure, and you can actually see this from the ISS now that they found it, or now that they're seeing it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The ISS can physically see this while they're flying by.
Wow, that's so cool. It looks so cool.
Okay, guess where the elephant cave paintings were found?
Where's that?
Right here
In the cave, in the mountain, right
in the
next to
mountain caves.
it. Wow.
So there were elephants, there was green grass depicted in it, there were all kinds of wildlife and stuff. So it's not a far stretch to say that you can't sell a boat up this
Yeah.
straight to here. And where have you ever seen this kind of natural geological structure on Earth?
It's too perfect.
Oh, it is nice. Okay, so that's not the only thing. Atlantis, or Plato says that Atlantis Had gold, and guess what? Mauritania's major export is.
Gold. Well, of
Yeah,
course.
of
Wow.
course it is. Okay, so I'll give you another one. Plato also said Mauritania or Atlantis had red and black rocks all around it. There's red and black rocks everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everywhere, all over the place.
Yep.
Looks like Utah almost.
So we have Mauritania. We have their major export. We have elephants. We have this structure right here. We people
We
can
can.
prove that all this got washed out by the ocean.
Wow.
Right here, now they're saying that this broke off at the exact same time that all this happened. And all this happened supposedly, from what I can research so far, a little less than 12,000 years ago, which is exactly when Plato said that Atlantis disappeared into the ocean.
Yeah. Holy cow.
So, if you want to learn more about this, you're more than welcome. There's plenty of people doing other videos on it, probably are a lot smarter than I am and have done a lot more research. Um, so, yeah, if you want to read more on this file, look it up on the internet and go from there. Make up
That
your own mind.
absolutely. That was awesome. File's done. Dude,
Files done.
that's how we're ending it. I'm gonna find the actual audio from AOL. File's done. And that's how every episode's gonna end. File's done.